Yo, yo, yo. Yeah, man. It's your boy Miles Cunningham with Rashidi Lucario. The other Lucario will not be joining us today. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, but we gonna keep the show going. So Rashidi, what's going on with you, bro?
Definitely, man. Feeling good, man. Another day, another dollar as usual. You know what I mean?
All right.
Yeah.
Hold on one second. Let me just. I don't know why I'm coughing like this. See, if y'all see a little bit of sweat on my thing, I was trying to get a workout and shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make time to take care of yourself.
Exactly.
See, yeah, I did 354 calories in 40 minutes.
That ain't bad, man. That
Yeah.
ain't bad.
Forgive me. All right, yeah, so that's we're a little bit later than what we wanted to start, but we're actually earlier than what we usually do, so it is what it is.
Exactly.
Jakuzu, what up, what up, what up? All right, so what we talking about today, Rashidi? What's going on, man?
Yeah, man. I just wanted to talk about, for people to stop wasting time, money, and food, man. It's costing you a lot of money, wasting time. It's a good topic because a lot of times people don't realize when you waste time, no matter what it is, you don't get that time back. So you either got to recoup that time or just take it as a loss. But the point, you don't get it back.
Right.
It burns in a lot of people's pockets. I mean, just looking at wasting the food portion of it, the average American wastes 30% of their food, whether it goes uneaten or spoiled in an American household.
Wow.
So that's crazy because, like I said, wasting food is costing your pockets. And, a heavy percentage of how you spend your money is food because you got to eat. You got to have a roof over your head. So it's one of those things where you think about it logically. You know what I mean? If you buy a 10-piece nuggets, you know what I mean? Half the time, most people only eat 7 of those nuggets. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where because we're a country on top of it in terms of wasting food, we eat a lot more than other countries.
Right.
That makes it even worse that we waste food at the same time.
Right.
So it's one of those things where if you find yourself going out to eat all the time, you go to a restaurant, you order an appetizer, and then you order a meal, plus they give you bread, it's more likely that you're not going to eat that meal that you ordered. And what happens? Let me get a bag to go. Normal. Okay. You intend not to waste it, but then you take it home and you put it in that fridge. What happens? If you don't eat it that very next morning or day, it's probably going to spoil. So in that situation, if that's the whole family and everybody doing the same thing and you spend $100 on a meal and you waste 30% of that, that's literally $30 that you just threw away when all you could have done was gotten small portions and not have wasted any food. You know what I mean? That's just the small context of it. But people do that all the time. I mean, if you really think about it, if you a busy person that's nonstop all day, if you go to Dunkin' Donuts every morning, you get a large coffee and you don't drink all that coffee, it's wasting. It adds up every day because if you're buying it every day, it adds up. So the whole concept is just not wasting food, you know what I mean, period, because it burns through your pocket literally 30% of the food you eat. Just think about that. I would tell people to help absorb some of that. Just really look at yourself and look at when you're ordering food and look in your fridge and see what you got to throw away and then really start thinking about stop wasting food because that adds up. The actual stat for the year is that the average American actually waste about $2,000 to $2,500, and it's individually a year of wasting food.
Wow.
$2,500 you throw away in food by yourself every year. I mean, I don't know about you, Miles, but $2,500 I could do some things with.
Nah, facts.
You know?
Yeah, 2,500 is a good down payment on something.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? You could do a lot of things. I mean, that's your cable bill for the year. That's your cell phone bill for the year. I mean, and some. You know what I mean?
That's a good investment in on my Robinhood. Like that's dope.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So Art says talk about divine timing, considering getting a food service to ensure I eat everything made and I don't waste ingredients, I guess.
Yeah.
Plus to help me catch my calories. Maybe he means count my calories.
Yeah.
Well, first, check the auto spelling on your phone or whatever you're using to type this shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shout out to Art for sending something in. So, do you know what he means by divine timing? I mean,
I'm just assuming he's just saying that you come. I'm assuming he's just saying combining time with your food because what he said is a good point. Some people do that where they have prep meals where, like how he said, you have a food service. Like I forgot what the name of those companies out there, which is good though because that's literally how you avoid wasting time because they're actually small proportionate meals that you're supposed to eat every day. And it's not getting wasted because it's not like you're overeating. So it actually ties perfect into the topic we're talking about because that's a perfect example. That's a paid example that makes your life easier and it is cost effective for you, especially if you're really on that strict meal and you follow it. But if you can't afford to do so, if you can't afford to get a food service, those type of I forgot not Betty Crocker, but I forgot what they call them. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean that ties right into it. Is where you
wait, when you say food service, are you talking about Uber Eats or are you talking about like the meal prep?
The meal prep things. The meal prep
services. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I just want to say this real quick. That I looked up divine timing, and it says divine timing is the belief that everything occurs exactly when it's supposed to. By accepting this thought, you have to accept that everything happens in a certain divine plan or based on the universe or whatever. You understand? So. I don't know if that's what Art actually meant, but I see he's commenting. So, I don't know if that's what you meant, bro, or if you meant something else about dining timing or food or I don't know. But I mean, sometimes it can help. Sometimes you see what I'm saying? Like he said he meant meal prep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Gotcha.
I mean, it depends. It really depends on what you're doing with the time that you think you're saving.
Correct.
Because you got some motherfuckers just lazy. You understand? They don't want to cook. They don't want to chop up their own vegetables, and they want somebody else to do it for them. And maybe they have a little bit of disposable income, so they're willing to do that. You understand? But the thing is, you got to ask yourself, are you doing it because you're lazy or you're doing it because you're actually going to do something with the time? Like, are you that busy? Honestly, you see what I'm saying? Like, we need to actually look at ourselves and really, really assess those things honestly, right? Because sometimes, I mean, I remember I got a food prep service because there was a point where I was trying to figure out every different kind of thing to lose weight. So I went on a paleo diet and I found this company that they do food prep and they do everything. They do whatever you want. You could get all vegetarian. You could get all, I don't know, Atkins, or you could get a regular balanced meal, or you could get paleo. So I said, I'm gonna try this paleo diet. Right. So they would bring me food at, even at my job, they would just bring like a stack of food for the next 3 days. So I had like trays of food to stick in the fridge at my job. So I would have my lunch, breakfast, and dinner. You understand what I'm saying? And then I would just try to drink water when I go home from work. So I was trying to do that, but that's more because I was trying to diet. You understand? That had nothing to do with time for me personally. But so Art, the question is, what are you doing with the time that you think you're saving? You understand? If you actually saving time, if you're actually that busy where you really got shit to do 24 hours a day, you working, maybe you got a job and you got a side hustler, you got people to meet, places to go, you got things popping off here and there, then maybe having your food prep might make sense. Right. Maybe you having your food in a Tupperware and you carry around your food in a bag, like a cooler bag or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because even bodybuilders, like they do meal prep. You know what I'm saying? They might hire a company or they might do it themselves. But the thing with bodybuilders is that they have to intake a certain amount of calories through the course of the day in between workouts. So, and they don't have time to, work out, like go all the way to the gym and then go back home and then cook chicken breasts and do this and do, you know what I'm saying? So they're literally saving time by, they carry their food with them the whole day while they at the gym in between their workouts. Because these bodybuilders, like they literally work out almost all freaking day.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of these professional athletes, they work out all day. Like I watched a little video of Kobe Bryant the other day, and he was explaining his schedule. He said he get up at like 4 a.m, work out till 6, go chill with his kids, take him to school, and then he probably take a nap, and then he go do another workout, and then he shower up, and then get ready and then go do another workout, and then he got a game 7-8 o'clock that night. You understand what I'm saying? And then after the game he goes straight to bed. You understand? Or he might stay after the game and practice some more shots. Now he didn't really talk about when he ate. But if you got that type of life where your craft or your passion or your business takes up so much of your time, such as that, and you want to maintain healthy eating, then yes, it most definitely might be worth it. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you busy to the point where, like, for example, with the Kobe thing, he's pretty much working out like damn near 4 times a day because he's doing 3 workouts. Plus he might have a game that day. Understand? Plus, after the game, he's going. If he missed the free throw, he probably going to take 100 free throws before he leaves the gym that night. You see what I'm saying? And then he's gonna go to bed and still wake up at 4 the following morning to go work out again. You understand? So definitely, you need somebody. Either you need yourself a chef in house if you got money like that, or you need to do meal prep. So you know what I'm saying? So yeah. And the thing with meal prep too, it might reduce waste. To go with the theme of the show, the title of the show, it might reduce waste. So Art says that's a very good point. I agree. I work 70 hours a week, so it's hard for me at the moment. Before I used to enjoy cooking, right? So that's a lot of hours in the week, bro. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, if you're doing it like that, then you probably might benefit from having your food made for you. Like I said, it'll be a healthier option for you, to keep you hydrated, to keep you nourished, so you can continue, you know what I'm saying, making moves and doing what you got to do. You know what I mean? But yeah, and see, the meal prep, they give you exactly what you need. So exactly. You pretty much eat everything in the bowl. And then you either throw the bowl away or recycle it and use it for Tupperware or whatever. You see what I'm saying? So, so that's a way to reduce waste. You know what I mean? Now, whether or not it's in your budget, that then you have to consider if you're wasting money. You see what I'm saying? And then you also have to consider if you're working 70 hours a week. What's the productivity of the 70 hours a week that you work in? Can you actually clock what each hour is worth? You see what I'm saying? And then you look at your budget and see what it really is, So yeah, it might be good for you, man. And I hope it is. I hope it is. And I hope you enjoy, whatever service you choose to use.
Yeah, man.
But, so you said stop wasting time, stop wasting money, stop wasting food.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's everything you just went over. It interconnects the time. So if you waste time, you waste money. If you waste food, you're wasting money. You also waste food. You're also wasting time.
Yeah, because it took time to cook the food.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So
go to the store and get it. It took time to make the shit, to cook it, and that's why. And honestly, that's why. There's more and more of these like grocery delivery services now. Because you got like Walmart Plus. You got Instacart, you got Whole Foods, Amazon, Amazon Whole Foods. They deliver food to your house in 2 hours and all this type of shit. I mean, shit, I'm thinking about making dinner tonight. Well, I actually am making dinner tonight, and I'm already thinking, I got to go to the store. I got to get the ingredients. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to come home. I got to cook it, and I still got to, clean the house and whatever. So it's crazy, man. Time is a thing. Time is see. And, at the beginning of the show, I said, hey, I was doing I tried to get a workout in because me and Lucario just finished doing the other show. For those of you that's on the Bad Boy membership, on the Patreon with the Bad Boy show. But I was like, I have like a little 45-minute gap in between. And I know once I finish this show, I got to go to the store. So I was like, I ain't going to really have time to work out. So since I got this gap, let me try to get about 300 calories in for this gap. That's why, because we wanted to get on at 2:00 today, but we ended up getting on at 2:10. You understand? But yeah, time, bro. Time is, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. And even when it comes to like working out and doing like procrastinating, a lot of times we procrastinate, we chill, because we think we got time. But the truth is you really don't have time. Like,
No,
Anytime you're sitting there not doing nothing, truthfully, you should be doing something.
That's why they always say, respect time, man. Because I mean, it's some good points you're bringing up, Miles. Because the real truth is that's why it's a good topic. Because first, you're at an advanced level. Everything you said is more of an advanced level because you have now learned not to waste time, so you can utilize your time.
Right.
That's why you were just saying like how you had that gap in between 45 minutes. You did that workout. Now, a person that wastes time wouldn't have known they could have used that 45 minutes to actually work out. So you're in an advanced stage,
right.
And that's where we all need to strive to be, man. Because wasting time is real. I mean, I was just looking at some stuff, just doing some research on it, and it's a thing where I'm looking at my list right here in front of me, and Americans waste time. The top 5 wasting time that people do waste time is 1, scrolling through social media,
man.
2, using apps and games on your phone, 3, watching TV, 4, sitting in traffic, going to work, or 5, constantly checking your phone. Like those are the top 5 kind of non-common things that you never think about that you wasting time. And if you think about it, it makes sense. Yeah. We all know that person on your page that posts every 10 seconds. It's like, where do you get the time to post all the time? You know what I mean? Like, and then you got yourself where, let's be honest, you scrolling through social media all the time. And so you wasting time doing that type of stuff where you can use some of that time doing other things. You know what I mean? Being productive in any other ways. You know what I mean? But that's the whole point of it, is just really realizing that you can be wasting time. You know what I mean? And if you're wasting time, you're wasting money. And it's just natural. You know what I mean? And they're all interconnected. I mean, and then you also is this topic is deep, so it's only but so much you go over in one podcast. But I mean, people waste money on a lot of things. Waste money, for example, if you're paying your credit card bill and you're paying the minimum balance when you could pay more, you're actually wasting money because you're getting charged way more interest. So if you're paying a $35 payment, but you could pay $60, that's silly. Because at the end of the day, you know what I mean, you get in charge all that interest on whatever your purchase was. So you're literally wasting money and time because you can pay more. Right. So I mean, it's so many deep levels of where wasting time, money, and food is crazy. It's just really just coming back to self and looking at the things that you do on a daily basis. Like I said, looking in your refrigerator and everything you got to throw out, that's going to give you a good idea of how much food you waste right there. If you go to a restaurant, like I said, eat some food and you have leftovers and you don't eat it. Think about it. That's going to be a good example of how you waste food. You know what I mean? Like I said, with the credit card wasting money thing, that's a good thing. I mean, even, with RKT, we do life insurance. A lot of time people overpay for insurance type of stuff that they do not need with insurance. You know what I mean? Like if you have a credit card and it covers fraud, why are you paying for a separate service to have fraud? You have to cover fraud. Like, so it's really just reflecting and going back to what we always talk about on this podcast, man, just reflecting on self and taking a step back and just looking in the mirror, making sure what you're doing makes sense. Does it really make sense? Which is a topic in and itself, but
it doesn't
that's the crucial thing.
Yeah, that might be the next topic. Doesn't make sense. So check this out. And I have what I think is a decent example of time. It's in my mind, and I'm trying to figure out the best way to present it. So, have you ever shopped at Costco or BJ's or Sam Club?
Yeah, I got BJ's. Yeah.
All right. Have you ever noticed? Have you ever truly noticed how small the fresh produce section is?
No, I haven't. I haven't noticed. No,
okay. All right. Think about the produce, the fresh produce section, not the frozen vegetables and all that shit. The fresh produce section in a BJ's or a Costco. Think about how the size of that compared to a regular supermarket, right? And think about it, right? So these stores like Costco and BJ's, they provide shit in bulk. You buy things in bulk. So instead of buying one romaine lettuce, you could get like a pack of like 4 to 6 of them shits. You understand? But here's the thing with fresh produce. Fresh produce has a short lifespan. You understand? So a place like Costco, BJ, Sam's Club, they don't spend too much space or real estate in the store on fresh anything because it's not, it's not that it's stupid, but it's only if you have a certain family, a size family, or y'all definitely eat like fresh vegetables or salad like heavy. You understand? So you're going to buy it and it's going to finish within the next couple of days, because if you buy a bit, a whole thing and 6 lettuces and it's just you living in the house, but you're like, hey, I'm trying to eat healthy, so I'm going to buy all this shit, and you bring it home. In 2 to 3 days, all of that lettuce that you bought is going to be spoiled. You understand? So if you think about it as a function of time, yes, a lot of things seem like they make sense. But you break it down and you're like, man, why is the fresh produce section in BJ's and Costco so small, and at my supermarket is so huge? You understand? And on top of that, per unit of, fruit or vegetable or whatever, per unit, per capita, whatever you want to say, it actually costs more at the regular supermarket. But that's because they give more real estate to fresh produce, and they need you to buy it at a certain rate. In Costco, they know you're not going to buy it at a certain rate, so they could sell you six lettuces for the same price that you could buy one at the other supermarket. You see what I'm saying?
And real quick, Miles, the reason why I like you brought up that point, because first off, that touches on everything. It wastes in time, money, and food. Mm-hmm. Think about it logically. That's why people who made BJ's, they know better to waste time. The reason why I say that, the normal person, the people that have a BJ's, Costco's, and those type of memberships, they know the value of the dollar itself. So the reason why they're not wasting time buying those groceries, because they know better, and they only buy bulk foods that you can save and last over a long time. So you're not wasting time going to the supermarket all the time, and you're not wasting food because it's spoiled. Right. So to your point, the reason why that same BJ's has a small grocery list is because the people that shop there are probably smart enough or aware to know that, hey, I don't need to buy groceries at bulk because, you know what I mean, it's going to spoil. To your point, if you buy 6 lettuces, it's going to spoil, and they spoil faster. But to your point also, the reason why the grocery store has that huge market of fresh products, like you said, is because naturally the average person that goes to that particular store on a regular basis doesn't think on a deep enough level not to waste all these type of stuff. And that's the market that goes there. And that's why that person may or may not, most likely not, have a BJ's or Costco cards. So it gets deep. You know what I mean?
And you think about it too, is ultimately it's going to be more people at the regular supermarket, because a lot of people don't even know about BJ's and Costco's in them. A lot of people still have to be introduced to that type of lifestyle. You understand what I'm saying? Most of the people who actually know about BJ's and Costco is the people who grew up with that in their family. True. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you get to a certain age, you start using your mom's BJ card and shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? But regular people they just used to go into the regular supermarket all the time, and that's the majority of the population. So that again is why the produce section in a regular supermarket is so big compared to BJ's, because it's like it don't make no sense us selling bulk produce products like that. You understand? We spend more time with medicines and non-perishable items and things like that, and frozen vegetables and frozen meats and frozen things like that. And so we do it like that. So and if you break things down, you get to learn a whole lot about even supply and demand and all that different type of shit. The volume, shelf life. Like it's running a supermarket. A lot of people don't know running a supermarket is a heavy occupation. Like it's a heavy to manage a supermarket. Like imagine you got all the different types of foods, and you got to worry about shelf life. You got to worry about the manufacturers. You got to worry about delivery. You got to worry about setting it at the right price that your customers will feel compelled to come back to your store and spend money again and all that type of shit. That's why they make those VIP cards and all that type of shit, to get you hooked, to get a discount. Like, oh yeah, I get a discount if I do this. And you still don't know that you get an even better discount if you go to Sam's Club or Costco's, but you just don't know. So, and on top of that, those, there's also the element of location, which is also a function of time, because it takes you a certain amount of time to get to the fucking supermarket, right? So, if you live in a neighborhood and there's a Food Lion or a Kroger or a Walmart, you just gonna go there, because the BJ's, even though there's a BJ's, the BJ's is still like 15, 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
Understand? Another function of time. You see what I'm saying? And wasting time and worrying about all that type of shit. So, you know, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. You don't realize what you're, you know, when you like, you know, it's kind of like a balancing act, because you say, okay, well, the BJ's is 20, 30 minutes away. So I'm gonna drive 30 minutes away, but I'm gonna buy more things in bulk at a better price. Right, at a better price per unit, per measured unit. And so I'm saving money, even though I'm wasting money, i.e. time, by going all the way out there. You see what I'm saying? And on top of that, the stuff that I buy is going to be cheaper per unit, and it's going to last me longer because there's more of it, because they sell it in wholesale quantities and things like that. So it's you know, it's crazy when you really like break everything down to the last minute, to the last dollar. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff to consider, you know. Not to mention, you know, a lot of those, you know, Costco and them is a monthly membership too. So you got to add that in, you know what I'm saying? But go ahead, you was going to say something? I'm sorry.
No. I mean, that's pretty much it, man. I mean, just to wrap up your point, you know what I mean? The bulk stuff is much cheaper at a BJ's and a Costco most of the time. But if you look at it, that grocery store may have cheaper groceries because they buy it in bulk. So that's why, like you said, to your point, if you travel 20 minutes to BJ's to get your bulk there and then get your local groceries, you know, for produce at a local supermarket, it might actually be cheaper than BJ's. So you combine both. That's utilizing your time after you figure out that you're actually wasting time. So I just want to point that out.
Exactly. And also things like bread, because, you know, not just fresh produce, but things like bread don't last that long neither. I mean, certain types of bread, maybe like sourdough or them hard crate artisan breads, maybe. But even those breads go, you know, they go stale or they get mildew or whatever. So it's like certain things you could go get in bulk, but you still, like you said, you still gotta, on the way back home from the BJ's and the Costco, you still gotta stop at the regular supermarket to get the regular things that you still need that don't have a long shelf life. You see what I'm saying? So it's really up to you and what you understand about, you know, how your lifestyle, you know, what you need to do, how much hours you work in, what that time actually means to you. You understand what I'm saying? And you got to make sure not to waste it. You understand? You have to, you know, live every moment like it's your last, man. Like, you know, use your time wisely. You know, it's really important. It's really important. Use your time wisely. Understand that money is a direct result of the time that you gave to the work that you did. So that money is also time. So you got to be careful how you spend it. You got to, you know, you got to be responsible with your time, and you got to be responsible with your money, because money is time. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy. And we don't want to waste neither. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so it's something to consider, something to think about, you know, is heavy game. You know what I mean? But exactly. in any case, make sure y'all get at Rashidi at rktappraisals.com, 973-420-5028. Get with him, man. He could fix your credit. He could get your budget right. He could get your life insurance right. He could get you into a IRA. IRA, yeah. Yeah, he could get you into an IRA. You can start saving for your retirement. You know, get you in the money market so you can start putting your money away in the mutual fund, all that type of stuff, man. Like, you know, let me tell you guys, they say this shit all the time, especially for you young cats, In life insurance companies love young people. You understand? Because y'all could get into a friggin' a life insurance policy for pennies. You know what I'm saying? Am I lying? Like less than $20 a month or some shit like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the right policies all the time. That's in those ranges for young kids. Yeah.
And if you get the right one that has a cash value, by the time you reach retirement age, you literally got millions stashed away for the cash value of your life insurance policy. And then check this out. Here's the cherry on top. When you die, you still get death benefit for your remaining family.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So you young guys, you guys got to really get on this. Life insurance is a serious thing, guys. You understand? And then you still got stuff like IRAs and money market accounts and mutual funds that you can invest in just to save your money in general. But a life insurance account with a cash value, imagine a life insurance account is literally like combining mutual funds and stock investing and life/death insurance into one. You understand what I'm saying? You literally combine everything into one, where at the end, when you reach retirement, you actually have a cash value. And then when you because everybody gonna die. So when you die, there's money left over for your family. You understand? It's a win-win for everybody. You understand? So get with Rashidi, man. Get with Rashidi at RKT Appraisals. And he could also show you some things about real estate too. You know what I'm saying? My man got it all, man. Fix your credit score. Start investing in mutual funds. Start saving your money, investing your money. Start on a life insurance plan, so you can ensure that your family will be taken care of, even the family that you don't have yet.
Exactly.
And you can always adjust your beneficiary. So if you start off and you say your beneficiary is your best friend, and then your best friend ain't your best friend no more because you started acting like a dick, you could take him off of that and then put your sister on there. You know what I'm saying? You could change it at any time. You know what I mean? So so you got options out here, man. Get with my man Rashidi at rktappraisals.com or call 973-420-5028 and change your life today, guys. Change your life today. All right.
Yeah, man.
So man, it's your boy Miles Cunningham. We're doing the same thing, man. Any closing words?
No, man. Just be more mindful of wasting your time. That's all I leave people with.
That's it, man. So stop wasting money, stop wasting your time, and stop wasting your food. All right. It's been real. We appreciate y'all. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.